EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Rodgers going to come out throwing. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Gathered not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, check 20, 318. Jump out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Next one. 58. Inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. They needed 17 on third down, and that's exactly what they got.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren from 19 yards away. And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, Ravens 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A beautiful fake. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, certainly not how they envisioned the start to this one. You give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Yes, 18. Hey, 88. Look at this.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now running straight ahead with Warren.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the give, it's Warren.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, granted, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
58.
Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 22-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 9.
Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hand off for Warren. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
43-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Rodgers now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to put a drive together.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Take 30. 18. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I mean, it had hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now run the Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
319, 50.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the run, it's Warren. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
258. Inside.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Jackson now off the bootleg. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second and 10. They'll run it. Warren. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
158. 26. Inside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll start with a short field following a turnover as they look for points here before the break.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And this one is right down the middle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home. I go not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
First down, Ravens.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And the locate is running back open downfield. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
A
shotgun handoff to Henry. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out here and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
58. Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers again now.
Targets Metcalf along the sideline.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the option.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't worry. Hey! Watch out! Wait on!
A 1st down carry for Henry. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Play after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 10.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, this. Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And he'll be taken right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jump out. 258. Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this one's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Now Rodgers. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Get 300. Get 300.
And again, it's Rodgers.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Odafe Oweh in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
That is caught, and he's going to take it And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Shot! Sit on! 180! Ready, shot!
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa. And all them uppercats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click. 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come on, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep off, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood's thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When Run up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my. Big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, on my. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red, I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't talk no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red, I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't talk no other way. Get out my way.
Think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take it.